Soundstripe.
Gonna get a lot of dough. Anything is possible. Turn me up in the headphone.
Soundstripe.
Yeah. Trying to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Yeah. Oh man, I got a lot of gold. Stack that bread and by my nose. Anything is possible. Yeah. Trying to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible.
And welcome back, baby.
Halloween edition.
Fortune Favors the Bald, episode 9. Coming back after a bye week for us. We had a little bye week.
Yep. Hey, everybody gets one.
Everybody gets a bye week. So we're back.
It's important for the football teams. They got to get healthy. We've got to get healthy. Okay. You think this looks easy? This takes a toll on our bodies. Okay.
Absolutely.
We have to take some time off, recuperate.
Absolutely. So, Halloween edition. I'm Goose, Top Gun. Of course, before he had LASIK. Luke, we are
I'm a Stingray.
a Stingray.
Show off the.
Your eyes
show
are
off
on the
the
back.
Yeah,
there,
the eyes
so-
are on the back. You can't see it. If I stood up, it doesn't really help.
Yeah, don't cancel. It's not.
Yeah, don't cancel me.
It's not what we think it is, or what you might think it is. But
It's a Stingray.
we got a good
Look.
show. Yeah, Stingray. We got a good show for tonight. We got the Jets and the Texans going right now. It's halftime. The
The Jets suck.
Jets still
We
suck.
were talking about that off the air. Jets suck. What is going on?
Yeah, Jets still suck. So we'll get into matchups real quick. And
We got a
then
big show.
We
We
got
got
a
a
big
lot to
show. Jared and Cody brought the heat again, so we're excited to see
Looks
that.
look like a knockoff nun. Dang, cold beer coming in hot.
First time chat, Colby.
First time chat, cold beer. Welcome. Thank you.
Thanks, Colby.
Thanks, Colby.
A knockoff none.
They
with
suck
little
so bad.
gills on his front.
Cole, agreeable. Yeah, I don't know how the Jets suck as bad as they do. As much money as they've spent on their roster.
It's on paper,
They should be
that
good.
offense should be insane.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to matchups real quick. Luke, you are 27-21.
Oh, had a good week then.
You had a pretty
good
well,
week.
so we did the
2
past
weeks,
two.
2 weeks.
Past two. I went 25-23, and then America is 25-17. So America is doing pretty good. You guys, the losers of the each week is doing
predict 'em.
It can predict them. They can't play them, but they can predict them. So that's good. So we'll start off the first match. I know Sean's got. And so it's me and Sean. Sean's got Mixon going right now. Mixon has scored a touchdown.
And he's going to have over
he's
100
going to have over 100
yards.
yards. He's got like
Easily.
91 yards by
in the
halftime.
first half. What a baller.
You can't. You can't bet against your own team. I'm going to go me. I think Puka news. I know is scary, but Schefter said he's fine. He should be fine. So I'm excited about that. Puka's back. We're fine. Everything's fine. I'm going to go me on this one. But I think that's probably going to be a minority. Sean's team's really good. Mixon is kind of balling out, but I'm going to go me.
I do think Sean's team is taking a hit lately. I mean,
absolutely.
you're looking at who he's starting. Khalil Shakir, he's good, but he's not scaring you good.
We have matchups. He's got Garrett Wilson. I got Devontae Adams. He's got Shakir. I got Amari Cooper. So we got kind of two what if options right there.
I hate to say it too, and I hate predicting against Sean.
Yeah.
But Joe Mixon's already got 15. That's a tough one. This is a good matchup.
Yeah.
I am actually going to go Sean here, but
go
I
Sean?
think it's going to be really close.
That's fine.
I could easily see you winning. It's going to be a close, good game.
Yeah. All right. That's fine.
All right, let's go next one.
And we didn't get who lost this? Oh, Jamike.
Jamike. And he didn't send a video?
He didn't send in a video. I didn't text him. That
Okay.
I'm going to take a little bit of that, but I mean, Jamike, you've done this before.
Yeah.
Several times.
But I think when he stays perpetually drunk because of our league,
That's true.
you can't blame him. He lets one slip. He's going to have to double up.
I'll tell you what. Let's. I wonder if we could just make a phone call and somebody can just give us their predictions. I wonder.
Who do we never hear from?
JT Boy.
JT Boy.
We're
Call
gonna give
JT
him-
Boy.
Let's see if JT Boy's on here.
If he's not on, we just won't get we won't get any guest picks this week. Not a good look right now.
He's West Coast right now.
He is West Coast, so it's like 5 o'clock up there.
Yeah, it's probably pretty early. He's probably gonna send me the voicemail here. Text me like, don't call me again. I'm working.
Me and Saban are together right now.
All right, we'll give him one more ring.
Your call has been.
a little bit.
All right, we can come back to it. Like, we've got all predictions, and then we can come back if JT calls us.
That's true. Okay, so next one we got Luke and Jamike. So Luke, big time trade.
Okay, what's your thoughts on that trade? I know everybody's screaming trade rate. Really, it was Cole screaming trade rate.
Yeah, well, Cole
had some.
Cole screams that every single time.
Yeah, and he had some skin in the game on that one.
He did.
So he was hurt a little bit. I get it. Where do you stick? Where do you think on the trade? Was it a good trade, fair trade? Did Jamike get trade raped? Did Luke get trade raped? Would you have done that deal? And quick thoughts. We won't get too much into the weeds.
Yeah. So I think it was a good trade for you.
Okay.
I don't think it's necessarily a trade rape because I mean Jamike's kind of desperate at this point. I mean, and look, I don't blame him. I mean, Chris McCaffrey going down without a hint of that in the preseason, that's tough. Like you can't, CMC owners just didn't know when to trade him. Like they thought maybe he'd be back week 6 or like week 2, but then it was like week 4, week 6, and then he might be out for the season. You didn't know, so you didn't know how to value the trade for him. But now once reports come back, kind of like, okay, you had a good idea. He still is in a win now thing scenario with being having only one win, but with you. I mean, CMC is going to be an immediate impact. Like he's going to be probably the best running back in the league. Like he has been as soon as he's back, as long as he stays healthy. With your team, I mean, I think it's a pretty clear path to the championship for you now. And I'm not saying that just try to jinx. I mean, that's like your team is one of the best I've seen. Yeah. It does help Jamike, with Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt's going to be a big impact. Josh Downs, I'm really up on Josh Downs. I think he's going to be good for him. He will lose Kareem Hunt, at least the productivity once Pacheco's back. Yep. So I don't think it was a great. I don't think it was a great move by Jamike. I think So
you wouldn't have done it.
I wouldn't have done it. I think I would have kind of rode CMC out and just like rode him a couple more wins, or maybe try to get somebody a little bit better or like a little bit more long term because the Kareem Hunt value to me just isn't really there. And you gave him Tank Dell, right?
He's already got 9. That may be Jamike's highest wide receiver output all season.
Yeah.
And he's got 9 points in the first half.
Yeah.
And here's my thing. Like, do I think I won the trade or not? I don't even know if I won the trade. Do I think it was a good trade for me? Yes.
Yeah.
I had the depth.
Yeah.
It was tough. I wanted to really just give 2 pieces away, but Jamike was adamant about 3. I wanted JSN to be a part of the deal. That didn't happen either. Tia's doing tricks on the
Look.
Hey, we got to do that to our co-host every once in a while.
I got to butter him up.
All right, we got to butter him up.
I'm still doing
Why
some.
is he slobbing on Luke's knob? Anyways, I mean, I think it was a good trade for me. I do worry that I traded Jamaica victory. I mean, I don't get Christian McCaffrey until next week. And Jamike may beat me this week. Because here's the thing. I've got to make the playoffs. Yeah. Like I'm 4-4. I'm not, you know what I mean? It's not like I'm just got a clear path to the, like I got to get some wins under my belt.
That's true.
If I didn't make this trade with Jamike, there's no doubt in my mind I was crushing him.
Yeah.
With the trade, Jamike could beat me.
Yeah.
I mean, Tank Dell already has 9.
Yeah. Colby, it's all right. He's the outfit it's a little tough to get there, but it's all right. He asked if it was good. Colby asked if it was good. It's up there. Past it. But no, I think you do beat Jamike here though. Did you say?
I said me, but I'll be honest. I'm a little worried.
Yeah,
Jamike's making me worried.
Well, I think we're all right. All right, next one we got Colby and JT Boy, and honestly, I haven't looked at this one too much.
JT's got some injuries.
Yeah, I think Olave might have a decent game after he's been just kind of garbage the last.
Dang, Colby is going the strategy of not putting a tight end, and he's still projected to win by a good bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Colby here too.
This is an easy one.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. We got Dan and Cody here. So
this is gonna be a close match.
I've been on Dan's team being bad for a long time.
Okay.
But it's a close one.
I'm going Cody.
Cody's starting the 2 tight end strat with Laporta and Kelsey. I don't know how I feel about that. And then he's got 2 Atlanta receivers. He's got Tillman in there. Tillman could be like a make or break. Mm-hmm. If Jabu is throwing that thing.
Yeah, but boy, I love Jabu.
Jabu is slinging that thing.
His pregame speech is getting me fired up.
I'm
too.
gonna go Dan on this one.
Dan.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. I like his running back. I like Cody's running backs.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a good match. I think it's close, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
go Cody. I could be wrong on that one.
I think JJ just has a good game against Indy.
That's a good point. He could pop off.
Yeah. All right. Let's
right.
see here.
Next one.
Next one. We got Jared and Wirt. I'm gonna go Jared pretty easily on this one. I think Wirt. Let's see. Wirt's already got 12. That's with his defense. That's probably not gonna last. Jared's got Dalton Schultz going right now. I'm gonna say Jared.
I'm staying with Jared here too. Tank Bigsby takes the loss in value if freaking ETN's playing this week, which
Dude,
looks like it is.
They
He
just need
is.
to cut ETN.
Yeah, he sucks. I like Barkley. Marvin Harrison's hit or miss. Goes against a pretty tough defense.
Yeah, the people
He's
have
just
him at
got
like
too
wide
many-
receiver like 25 this week.
Or it's got too many players that they might hit, but
Yeah.
there's no chance that all of them are going to hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he got Harrison may go off, but there's no way Worthy and Legat's going off too.
What do you think about Jared's claim that his team is better than yours?
Wow.
Have y'all played each other yet?
Yeah, I'm not tapped at it.
You did.
Yeah.
You spanked it.
I spanked
What,
it.
was that pre AJ Brown and
No. He was healthy.
That was healthy.
Yeah, that was
All right.
healthy, and I
Is that all we
spanked it.
needed?
That's all. I think.
Okay. All right, just making sure.
Yeah, I think we know. Thanks, co-host, for.
Yeah. No,
You t-balled that one up for me.
I had no idea.
We
He
all
could-
saw it. You t-balled it up. It's
Last
like you
game-
knew the results.
Last game here, we got Paul and Cole. Paul. Did Paul win last week? I think he did.
I don't know. Dang, this is another good one.
Another good one. Paul's got the Jets going right now. Fairbairns missed a field goal and an extra point, and he's hit an extra point, so he's at 0.
But the defense does have him 11.
Defense doesn't do anything. Chubb's still not doing anything for me, but D. Henny just is running wild over there. I'm gonna go Cole on this one.
Cole. I'm gonna say quarterback makes the difference, and I know Mayfield's been killing it, but he goes against a tough defense.
He does.
Ooh, crap. Lamar does too. Dang. Lamar goes against Denver. I'm gonna go Paul. So this is a good week. We chose a lot of different teams.
Yeah.
The kicker thing may be what screws Paul because this game is going to be close.
Yeah.
If Paul doesn't get points from his kicker here, that could be the game. That could be the separator.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go Paul.
And then Paul, Paul's gonna be the one crying about kickers next week.
Yes.
if that's the case.
Somebody has to do it every week. It's got to
absolutely.
be. Somebody's got to
Absolutely.
cry about it.
Yeah. So anyway, all right. So next down, so Jared and Cody got together and they streamed this last week. So again, while we were on bye, they streamed this last week. So it is I've watched it. It's a great stream. And we'll get it pulled up. But it's Jared, Cody, and Luke Brassfield. So Luke Brassfield joins us.
Oh,
So
wow.
It's a big thing, and it is a tier list of each league member and Eli. Eli is included in this one.
Cool. Obviously, he's a big part of the show.
Absolutely. Of like how each member like rages with like getting upset. So it's a good list. I had my guesses going in. I thought it was a very accurate list. So we'll just kind of sit back and watch.
I've already guessed who's S tier.
Yeah. I mean, I think we know.
S tier. We know.
We'll get here and we'll get it going.
Cody.
What is up? What is up? Got another tier list coming at ya for the pod. So this week we're gonna be ranking everybody in terms of rage, and that includes frequency, how often they get mad, and also intensity of their rage. So we got it ranked into 6 categories here. So you got the S tier, which is low rage baby. A tier, high intensity, or high frequency, or both in terms of rage. Then you got the medium, the low, and then you got the people who've had their moments, but they're rare. And then you got those people who are always cool in it. You couldn't really think of many times or instances they had rage or got really mad when they did get mad. Joining me on the pod today, we got the Brassfield duo. We got Cody and Luke. Y'all say hi, boys.
What up, what up, what up?
What up?
It's good to have some deep voices on here. Man, y'all sound good. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Again, a little backstory, overview sort of thing. It's rage and it's frequency and intensity. So someone who might get mad all the time, but their rage very low, again, might be in like the medium category. It's give and take, but whichever one they fit more into. And then you can, you might have people who get very few. They don't get mad very often, but it's very high, or they get mad often and it's very low. So that would be, reserved for these three spots for the most part. I'm gonna let Cody go ahead and just pick somebody at random, and we'll place them and talk about them. We'll try to do this thing quick. So
All
Cody,
right.
who you got?
I'm thinking Jamike just started off because he rejected me last night.
Ooh, now can you elaborate on that, Cody?
Yeah, I meant to play a certain player, and instead I played Addison. I called Jamike. I said, "Hey, I love you." And it's only the second quarter. We
Hold on,
don't know
hold
if
on.
Addison
Let's
will
stop
go
this. Let's
off.
stop this. Let's act it out. Okay, so you be you, and I'll be Jamike. Okay.
Yeah, because you were in my headset when I called him, so
Uh-huh.
this will work. All right, I'll be me, and you're Jamike.
Okay. All right.
All right. So ring, ring, and
Oh,
remember, he
oh
didn't
man.
answer the first time.
Oh man,
He didn't answer
I'm
the
so
first.
tired. I'm so tired. I'm gonna
Yeah, well,
no.
Jamike, it's 8 o'clock. It's 8
Oh,
o'clock at night.
okay. Second time around. Yeah. What's up, man?
Yeah, I didn't mean to play Addison. I meant to play whatever the other guy's name is. That I
Bateman.
just picked up off the waiver, Bateman. I meant to play him. I didn't mean to play Addison. Forgot about Thursday games. I was hoping to swap. I hope that would be cool.
Ooh. What did Paul say about that?
Paul said, as long as I get permission from you, it's only the second quarter. Addison could still go off, or he could do a goose egg. Um, you know, I just looked at it. Um, it could go either way.
Ooh, okay. Option. What if instead of me saying that was cool, what if I just told you to eat shit? What would you think about
Mm.
that?
Real politely, I'd say that's your choice. And I'm in the middle of an Apex game, so I'm just gonna have to go with it so I can get off the phone.
All right, so sorry, bro. Like, just go ahead and eat shit on that one, okay? I need a dub
Yeah.
this week.
All right. Appreciate that, Jamike. You have a wonderful night at 8 o'clock.
All right, goodbye. All right. He said it real chill though. He said it real
Yeah.
chill. He was chill about it.
Yeah. Yep.
And, for that reason, we're going to put Jamike in D tier. So
hmm
overall, Jamike's had a couple rage moments, mad at Sergio on Colby's bachelor trip. He definitely can get annoyed with me and you at times, Cody. But
And I'm
he's
flirting
usually
with
pretty
Sarah.
chill about it, Yeah, you flirting with Sarah. That does get him going a little bit.
Yep.
But he's usually pretty chill about it overall. So that's why we got him in the D tier. Okay?
Yeah. I see some other faces on here, so I'm gonna. Are you using everybody in this list?
Nah, just the ones we talked about.
Okay.
Who you got next?
Let's go with Cole.
All right, Mr. Cole. So, this is one of the ones that me and Cody, debated on, and we kind of met in the middle here for Cole. We got Cole in the C tier, or the low intensity slash frequency. Cole's had a couple moments like in PT school. He gets frequently mad, like about professors and just about like dumb stuff in general. Very frequently mad about like politics and stuff, understandably. But again, it's pretty low intensity. I've never seen Cole really rage like that living with him. So that's why I got him. I think Cody deferred to me a little for that one because I've had a little more time with him. But I got him in that C tier, that low intensity, low frequency. Who else you got, Cody?
We also talked about Eli. I want to go ahead and talk about Eli and get him out of the way.
All right, sounds good. I got Mr. Eli. Um, Eli, we put in B tier. So kind of, I would say frequently annoyed with people at camp, kind of always making jokes, good with the faces, quick with the jokes, but he's pretty calm about it. But I would say sometimes he can reach like a medium level of
hmm
rage. What do you think about that, Cody? Anything to say with Eli? Like any instances you can think of?
Um, I think Eli gets frequently mad, but he shows it in a different way than most people, honestly. I feel like he just like he just quits listening to logic in a way. You know what I mean? He's just like, No,
He just walks away or
I'm right.
goes off
Yeah,
on his own sort of thing.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
definitely true. That's
Shuts
definitely
down.
true.
Similar to Dex. I know we're not talking about Dex. I see his face on here, but
Hmm.
him and Dex have a similar way of dealing with anger, in my opinion.
Okay. I agree with that. All right, let's move on to the next one. Who you got?
Okay. Um, let's talk about cold beer.
All right, Mr. Cold Beer. So, Mr. Cold Beer, I think this is one we had one tier disagreement on, if I'm thinking correctly, and then we
I think
talked it
so.
out and we kind of came to the both agreement after that.
Hmm.
But we got Colby in A tier. So, if you think
Yeah.
back, my thought, and I'm a third party, and I filmed this, was when you and Colby fought in the yard. Can you expand on that, Cody? At camp around the staff hut?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
happened that day?
I had shit in his trumpet, and he didn't like that.
Not cool.
Not a cool thing to do. I honestly can't remember why we fought. I don't even remember why. What was the other guy's name that chased me around the staff hut?
Mm,
Bigger guy,
oh, Travis? He chased you?
Travis.
I remember him
Yeah, he
chasing a
chased me
skunk
too.
or running away from a skunk.
No, Travis definitely chased me up to the pool, and I got on the roof, and he couldn't get me. Um, but I couldn't. I
I'm
can't
pretty
remember
sure
what
Colby's
I
was.
did to.
I just started filming y'all because y'all were like play fighting, and
Yeah,
then
it
y'all
got serious.
it got serious, and then you ran and he ran around you, and then y'all just got super out of like you were super out of shape, and y'all just like were like dry heaving and huffing and puffing and just collapsed on top of each other. It was like two beached whales just humping out back of the staff hut.
Sounds
Um,
kind of hot.
yeah, it does. But yeah,
Yeah,
Colby
but
often getting mad at like waiters and stuff, and I would say it can definitely get up to a high intensity at times. I remember Colby got really mad at me our first year when I didn't really know him about me not really wanting to share the same off days as him and some of the new guys. He got like really upset about that, and that was like not that big of a thing I thought at the time. Um,
yeah,
and
Colby.
the
Remember that
draft this
time
year,
we went to the beach, and he didn't want to go to Dick's Last Resort, and so he stayed back.
yeah, real Colby thing to do there.
Real Colby thing to do.
Yeah, and the draft this year, we all remember that. That was last year. No, wait. Yeah, that was last year. Yeah, sorry. I think. All right. Who else you got?
All right, moving on to Paul Sewell.
Paul Soul. I like that. Paul Soul. Boom. We got Mr. Paul here. So we had one tier difference for this one, I believe. I had Paul in the low, and I think you had him in the very rare.
Yeah,
Um, and then I think we talked it out, and I did go with what you did. I don't think there was anybody that we were more than one tier apart from, though. So we were pretty synced
right.
up for the most part. But we
Yeah,
got Paul in the, had their moments, but it's rare. Um,
yeah.
so definitely gets mad frequently. That's why I had him in the upset in a lot of ways
Yeah,
in the lower
but
intensity, but they're rare.
I literally ran into Paul's Mustang with a golf cart, and he didn't get outwardly mad at me.
Yeah, yeah. Paul's pretty chill.
So Paul's pretty chill. I apologized through a note, and that was that. Like he did not care.
Yeah.
Um, and now moving on to the next one, all of the Sewell boys, Luke Sewell, all those Sewell boys, about right there at the same level.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree. I agree. Who you got next?
Luke, I was saying like
Oh, yeah.
Luke, very very similar.
Yep.
Um, to both Paul and Mike. I feel like they all handle anger very, very similar, very
Mm-hmm.
inward. They just send it up to God and they pray about it, and they go mow some grass.
I agree. Yeah, Luke, Luke's had his moments. Some of them definitely justified. I
Yeah,
say Luke, I feel like Luke has, I've experienced more intensity with Luke, some of Luke's anger, and a lower, like, frequency. He'll just often be like, whatever, sort of thing. And it's not like rage, it's just like he's just out. And then Paul, I feel like, is a little bit flipped on that. Um, he'll get mad more, but I don't know. I haven't seen it be like bad, mad. As
Yeah,
you
but
know,
it's
I've
not
seen with Luke.
it's not enough for him to go up a
Yeah,
tier,
still
I
in the
don't
same
think.
tier. All right, who you got next?
Who is that in the cowboy hat?
Has Ham.
Oh, fuck him. All right. Let's do Dan since he's at the bottom. Go ahead and knock that off.
Okay, Mr. Dan. We got Dan, and always cool in it. And we talked about this. You know, we've heard stories from Sean, and you know, based off those stories, we thought about putting him one higher. But me and Cody talked about it, and I've never really seen it. I've never seen Dan mad. Cody's never seen
No.
Dan mad. We just heard stories. You know, Dan's had, you know, some annoying things happen to him. And I've seen it, or some, you know, just disappointing things. And he's always just kind of cool in it. You know, he's still a good vibe. So I'm going to have to, you know, kind of glaze Dan some more on this one, Cody and I, and keep him down there. You know, until I see otherwise, I can't just go off what Sean says. So there it is. You want to go ahead and do Sean, Cody? Anything to
Yeah,
elaborate with
let's
Dan?
do. I think Dan is a super cool guy. I think he's very patient. One of the most patient people I've ever seen. I think, you know, he'd get hit by a car and he'd be like, "I'm so sorry that I hit your car with my body."
Yeah, I agree. All right, so for Mr. Scene, we got Mr. Scene in B tier. So
Alright.
mediumly, you know, upset and you know, in terms of frequency, and then in intensity, I would say is also medium. Never really seen Sean like go rage, but drunk Sean, Shadow Sean is a little different. You know, we did try to rank people as a whole. Anything to say about Sean, Cody, to elaborate on his medium status?
Um, Not really. I think he gets outwardly frustrated. It appears in a different way than it's almost like it's not even anger. It's just like frustration.
Yeah.
But you do, you know, we're around Sean a lot, so me and you, other people may not see it. They may have ranked him lower if someone else was making this list. But since we see it often, his frustration with, you know, people or something, or his job, or, you know, something, the things that we tend to see on a daily basis or a weekly basis. I think those are just what get him to a higher tier. We see his outward frustration more often than others.
Yeah,
And we've also seen him punch a wall at a party.
yeah,
So
true. Sean lets his job stress him out a little bit sometimes, I feel like. I mean, we all do, don't get me wrong, but
yeah.
or like he stops vaping for a week and he's in S tier, you know?
Mhm.
All right, who you got next?
Speaking of S tier,
Mm-hmm.
your boy.
Most definitely. Most definitely. We brought a special guest on here, Mr. Luke Brassfield. I don't know why I keep calling people Mr. I'm going to stop that. But Luke Brassfield's on the pod right now. Luke, can you elaborate on Cody's rage? Are you still here, Luke?
I don't know where to start, to be honest.
Tell a story or two, you know, just we're trying to keep it quick, but tell a story if you got it, if anything comes to mind.
Well, we had this Nintendo 64 when we were younger, and let's just say I got hit by it multiple times.
You used it multiple times?
Multiple times, hell yeah.
Like, are you talking like he smacked you over the head with it, or he threw it?
Probably through it,
Okay. All right.
but there's a lot more than that. I mean, Cody's just angry in general as a person, so.
Frequency, top tier. Very mad. Loves to win. Hates to lose. Gets mad sometimes when we win. You know, he's a true Hulk. He's gonna love that I said that, but it's like
Yeah.
Hulk before he gets control.
If I
Frequency
didn't
and
win,
intensity are high.
if we didn't win in the way I wanted to win,
Yeah.
then
If
it's a
Cody
loss.
didn't get set, then it's a loss.
Yeah.
If he wasn't a part of the win, it's an L for everyone.
We could be winning 25-0. If I didn't get a hit, it's over.
Yep.
You
All
can
right.
forget about it.
Unanimous. We both agreed on that one. Who else you
Yeah.
got?
All right. Let's see. JT boy.
All right, JT boy. Let's see. So we thought JT boy was always cool in it. You know, I I've seen JT Boy get a little annoyed with stupidity at times, but never really let him get the best of him. Just kind of kept it pushing for the most part. Thinking about at camp. Adversity hits him like with his girl in Tuscaloosa. He was pretty chill about that.
Mhm.
I just feel like I couldn't think of any instances where JT Boy was really mad, truly mad, or had an intensity with it. Thoughts on that,
Yeah.
Cody?
JT's a big dude. He could beat the shit out of anybody and just chooses to be as gentle as a butterfly. I think he's just a really patient man, and he has really good restraint when it comes to his personal emotions. So I think that is just a quality that I do not possess. We are on opposite ends of the spectrum. I'm glad we're friends.
I'm glad we're friends. All right, moving on. Who you got?
All right. Let's see. Wirt in the hat.
All right, Mr. Work. Damn, I said I wasn't going to do that. Why do I keep doing that? All right, we got Wirt. So we decided that Wirt was snuggled up right next to Cole, but with a slight lead. I feel like playing volleyball in a competitive environment, I've seen, Wirt get annoyed. He definitely gotten in some scuffles with some people. One specific instance where he had a very high intensity that I can think of, where he was called a liar for pancaking a ball on the ground. This is actually in center, and he went crazy. He was like, "Are you calling me a liar?" Honestly, respects to Wirt, it was very scary. It was very intimidating. You don't want to get Wirt mad.
Yeah.
For future
Wirt's a
reference.
big dude.
Yeah, Wirt's a big dude. I mean, you got to give him credit. And he keeps it chill most of the time. But I think you push his buttons enough, and that dude could explode. So I couldn't really put him in there. Had the moments, but it's rare. I thought it was a little above that because I had seen a couple, again, really just one, maybe two instances. And playing, again, volleyball with him a lot. I've seen him get annoyed with people, but he's definitely better at keeping his cool than me. I think I get frustrated more than him.
Yeah. Wirt keeps a positive attitude, especially in competition, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like when we're on the, let's say we're down 10, he's like, all right, let's push it right here. Where I'm like, hey, y'all fucking suck.
Yep, I agree. Who you got next?
You want
to go ahead and do me?
I wanted to say Wirt. I will say long arm people like me, you, Wirt struggle with bench press, and so I've seen a lot in group messages where people talk about his bench press. But I think Wirt's actually pretty strong. His arms are just super long, and it takes like 10 years to get the bar up.
Functionally strong, I agree.
I think he could slap the shit out of anybody. I've seen him smack the ball. I think a slap would take you out by Wirt.
Okay, Cody meat riding a little bit. We got a new Glazer out here. Cody doing tricks on it right now.
He has my vote. What can I say?
Ooh.
All right. Let's see here. Let's do you, Jared.
All right. I'm gonna let you talk out this whole one, Cody.
All right. I don't have the list pulled up because I have the faces pulled up.
We had
but I think we had
I'm sorry,
you
B tier. I'm sorry.
Yeah, B with Sean and Eli. Okay. And I think that you have and it may be something that we've talked about because I bring out that side of you. I think that I'm able to push your button in a way that your frequency goes up.
I agree.
And so, I see it. So I think the frequency only goes up because we're around each other so often. I think if I weren't in the picture, you'd be much lower in tier and you'd be stress free. But I think that you're very medium. You're right there with Sean, in my opinion. Not at a Colby level, but definitely a little bit more than maybe a Wirt or a Cole.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think I'm looking at the people, in the low intensity, and I feel like I get a little more aggressive than them. I don't think my intensity is very high, but I do think my frequency is medium level, at least.
Yeah.
But it's good to have it
when
on
it comes
another perspective.
When it comes to rules and cheating, though, I think your intensity does go up. Let's say we're playing volleyball and somebody says you're breaking a rule, and you're not, obviously not. The intensity is going to come out.
I agree. That is something that really grinds my gears. Like someone calling me a cheater, or someone saying that I did something illegal that at least I don't think is illegal, or someone you know, questioning my integrity, especially in a competitive environment. That does pull me up a little bit. Why does it do that? I don't know. But yes, I will get up that in that high intensity with that, at least briefly. Got to work on that. All right, we got Trenton last. So for Trenton, we got A tier, and we actually got Trenton above Colby. So this should be how we had it. But still within that same tier. You know, Trenton, punting balls, rage quits all the time on video games, very frequent with that. You know, I would say he has a relatively high frequency with all of that. Now he's better. He's definitely better. Trenton would have been S tier if it wasn't for the last 5-6 years. But he's definitely gotten better. Thoughts on Trenton?
I think Trenton. I think the only reason he didn't make S tier is because it's not frequent.
Yeah.
As frequent as me. I think he's always cooling it until he's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like a boom, and then he's done.
Yeah.
Me, I'm pissed off every single day, twice a day, sometimes 3.
Yep.
You can hop on the box. You can hop in a party with me, and you're gonna know in the first like 3 minutes if it's a good day or a good hour.
Mm-hmm. That's definitely true. When you're tired, boy, you tired.
When I'm tired, I'm hungry. You're gonna know.
Yep. All right. Closing remarks. What you got, Luke? You get to close us out. Put Luke on the spot here.
I think the levels are good that y'all have been talking about.
All right. Well,
All right.
that was a great tier list.
You know,
we appreciate that.
Our tier lists have only gotten better and better. You know what I mean? Like, all right, we start out with Jared, bring in the killer content. Okay. Jared takes a hiatus. He has something going on. Cody comes in for a week, just absolutely crushes.
Yeah.
And now, guess what? We get the best of both worlds. We get both of them together.
Yeah.
Like, if that's not a weekly thing, it should definitely be bi-weekly. Like, we have to have those two together. They bounce off together well.
Yep.
I mean, it's just the content they provide for the group. We gotta have it more.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I could have listened to that for 45 minutes.
Yeah, that was fantastic, and just the I think the accuracy of that tier list was very good. I mean, I know, you know, I think in the past, when I was watching that beforehand, Jared's stream of it, I was pretty concerned. I was like, I'm going to be an S tier.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I hadn't really thought of Cody and like his current thing, but I think 5-6 years ago, 100%, me and Cody were rocking that S tier.
Yeah.
I've been trying to work on it. So overall, I think the accuracy of that tier list was very
I was
good.
going to argue, like I fully planned on arguing Trenton for S tier. But after listening to their reasoning on why they didn't put you S tier, I agree with it. You're not as frequent as Cody, and intensity wise, Cody intensity, and I don't play video games as much with him anymore. I think that saved
the
our
video
friendship.
games puts him
I
over
think
the
that
top,
puts him over. But I mean, Trenton, I've seen you toss a pickleball paddle over fences. I've seen you.
How far did that?
Oh, bro, you slung that thing. It took you a while to find it.
Yeah.
And that was just like a friendly pickleball game we were playing one night. Like everybody was having fun. Like you never know. Like we're all having fun. Next thing you know, Trenton's chunked it, and we're like, what happened?
Yeah,
It was just like he snapped. It was like one of those snapped moments.
Yeah.
And then same thing with like the volleyball thing. Like you would punt a volleyball, but then boom, like that, you're like going to get the ball. Like it's no big deal. Like you snap for just a second, and you're like you lose control, and then you're back in.
Yeah, I think it's just I feel bad, and I know I look like a total douchebag, and I'm like, you know what? What didn't warrant that. So let's just try to play it off. And of course, I never actually can play it off. But no, the one thing I do think you are higher than Jamike.
Oh yeah.
And Paul. I think like maybe frequency not as much, but like I think your intensity, you definitely have a little bit more intensity, especially than Jamike. I don't know about Paul as much. But I think you're probably a tier up on that one.
Yeah, I think I'm at the top of that tier, and I might argue Jamike for the low tier, but that was probably 5 years ago. I think Jamike's gotten a little more aggressive, and like lately, like you know, what I mean, he'll give it back to you, and like you've been drinking, yeah,
it's been
but
there.
I think Jamike has.
That's our fault.
I could
That's our
argue
fault.
it. Yeah, it is our fault. I could argue that you could put him on the bottom tier.
Yeah. Well, Jamike might not have to be there too much longer.
Yeah.
Apparently, I don't know the details. Somebody could tell us, but apparently Devontae Adams just went down. Puka's fine,
We'll see about that.
but Devontae Adams has been playing as if he's down. So
it's bad beats for Trenton.
it's just bad beats. So
Good trade for Jamike happened this week.
this
Trenton,
might be the last podcast.
No.
that we might shut it down. One more rage quit for the for the whole thing.
You just end the podcast like in the middle of it. You're just like, I'm done.
Hey, if I didn't get S tier, I'm getting S tier now. We'll see it through. We'll weather the storm.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good one. Overall,
I mean, can you imagine us doing a pod with you just in a cage? Because I mean that's possible.
look? We're gonna film. We're gonna film everything from here on out. We're gonna get some quality content, punishments moving forward. Whatever Cody does punishment wise, we'll get that filmed. We're gonna have some quality stuff. This is gonna be not just in season. We're gonna try to do this throughout the season. Throughout the year. So,
Yeah.
but overall, been great. Anything else you want to add before we?
No, I mean we're about halfway done with the season. So
This is what week 9.
you know, this is where
Or week-
boys become men.
Yep.
I mean, we're getting to
Playoff
the nitty gritty.
pushes for-
Playoff pushes, trying to get out of last
Trying to get-
pushes. I mean, there's a lot of work. I think is just good with being mid this year. That's what it seems like to me. He's already like trying to sell his team for next year. You got
Did he just say you gotta? What wasn't his thing last week or I guess 2 weeks ago that you gotta play for what you on the phone when he called us he was like you gotta play for next like you gotta win now is what he was saying.
Yeah, well,
And so, but he clearly is not
he
practicing
doesn't.
what he
But yeah, he
preaches.
doesn't abide by that.
Yeah,
He's fire selling his team right now.
yeah.
So.
All right.
Good pod.
Yep.
We look forward to seeing y'all. Good luck the rest of the week.
Yep.
Y'all be safe. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, sounds good.
What's your favorite? The ball
We
ball
out.
is out.